Peace, wholeness, love, and light to the tribe. I am Nudiamonds here with that energy reading, and it's like this very profound message that is coming in, and it's about you traveling and being free, right? And you could take this as, any aspect, right? Whether this is physically traveling somewhere, you're about to go somewhere, right? That you already plan to go or you don't see, right? Or you could be about to travel somewhere interdimensionally, metaphysically, right? So this could be you like meditating and astral traveling, or also like lucid dreaming and traveling in your dreams, right? Take that as that part resonates with you. But Spirit is saying, like, get ready to travel, right? It's going to enact the sense of freedom, right? This also could be like a sense of traveling back to your past to revisit something, to retrieve something that was forgotten from your inner child. Okay, the inner child is making itself known. It wants to be acknowledged, loved, represented. Your inner child wants attention, and it wants to express its creativity. As you have As you have grown and matured and done the required work that it takes to repair these inner child wounds. Sorry, y'all, trigger warning, right? But this shows growth. When you get triggered, a trigger is something to see where you're at, right? See how much you have grown. A test, right? See how much you have learned, right? Because we give you a test to see how much you have learned, how much you have grown, right? And that happens through experiences. When you have these triggers of certain things, it's to see how much you have grown, emotionally and physically and spiritually. So now it's time to play. It's time to have fun with their inner child again. Don't forget your inner child. Don't forget your inner teen. This is hitting my heart. This is like, and cause I love this because that's a message for me as well, right? We get so caught up in doing things that we forget to nourish our inner child sometimes, right? And if you are already nourishing your inner child, right? Continue to pour into that. Continue to play. You're already seeing abundance coming in all ways and all forms, because that's the key to unlocking the heart fully, without barriers, without, it's okay to have boundaries. It's okay to protect your inner child. It's okay to protect your peace. But I'm getting a sense of like trauma, due to trauma. Ooh, Spirit got me going deep today. Spirit is saying if you guys would like to book sessions to go deeper on this topic, you can. I got all of the stuff in the description box, because Spirit is saying it's different for everyone. Everybody's at different levels. Everybody experienced different things in their lives. And this isn't going to be a one shoe fits all, one size fits all, right? So you have to, Spirit saying, I got to tread lightly. And I'm always very responsible on my channel when it comes to certain things, because we've all been through things, right? But this is about uplifting, right? Like I said, if I'm giving out problems, I'm going to give out solutions, right? This is about the growth. This is about doing the work. This is about elevating, right? And communicating and working together, right? Someone asked me the other day, am I a therapist? Because I sound like one. Like, did I go to school for therapy? And I was like, no, I just, I don't know it all. I just been through some things, and I've been through experiences that I feel like can help others. So this is about speaking your truth because it may help someone else, right? Then also I was having a conversation with someone and she was like, you sound like my therapist. That's exactly what my therapist told me. So continue to shine your light because you're helping people even though you don't even know that you're helping people on a spiritual level, right? That authentic self to the root, to the core. And when you get down to the root and the core, your inner child is there. The seed, the foundation of who you are, right? What you were built on, what you learned, what you were programmed to believe, right? That's all rooted in the inner child. That 0 through 7, right? And it's like this 7 energy, this chariot energy, like things taking off, things like, wow. Yeah, Spirit just pulled. Spirit said, come on. So it's like you may be feeling waves of this. Ground yourself, center yourself, deep dive within yourself, sit with yourself, right? And love yourself no matter what. All right? Love yourself no matter what. Who's going to love you? You have to love yourself, right? Nobody's perfect. Give yourself grace. And I'm hearing give yourself grace like you would a partner that you love, right? Give yourself grace like someone you love. You should love yourself, right? Love on yourself. Self-love, self-worth. You're worth it. You deserve it, right? Spirit, because I'm like, I don't like the dialogue that happens in between. Because I'm like, I don't like getting preachy like this. Spirit says, somebody needs to hear this. It's not about you, Diamond. So sometimes it's not about you, right? If you get an urge to want to say something that isn't belittling, right? Not from your ego, right? Out of a loving, caring, purity place, speak it because someone may need to hear it. All right, I'm going to leave that energy there. We're going to pull a card and we're going to see what comes up. Blessings and inner peace. It's giving, wow, that was a very profound message. Spirit said your inner child is your soulmate. Because I'm like, I'm giving it, it was given, wow, security. Basically, I just seen the 6 of Cups in my mind, right? And that represents someone coming in, right? Like a soulmate connection, also nostalgia, right? I always think of inner child and inner child being protected, right? But then it was like, I was like a soulmate, and Spirit was like, your inner child is your soulmate. And I'm like, that is so deep, right? Just that alone, that message within itself. Like I said, and this is a very touchy subject, but Spirit is saying they tough enough. Y'all are warriors. Y'all pushed through. Y'all made it through worse. Y'all done been through worse, right? This is a time of reflection. We are reflecting back on things to see how much we have grown, right? Reflecting back on things to see how much we have grown. This is like a healing energy, security energy. You are divinely protected, right? Security, right? The security blanket, right? Feeling secure, right? Does your inner child feel secure? I didn't know this was going to turn into an inner child. Y'all hear them sirens? Spirit said message. Does your inner child feel secure? I'm getting a whole bunch of mixed. That's Spirit saying that's something a lot of you need to sit with. If you're confused, if your inner child feels secure, you most definitely feel this inner flame being lit and you're getting ready to travel somewhere with this centaur, right? And what did I say? It's like this multi-dimensional energy here because it's like grounded, right? Getting ready to travel somewhere physically, but also like this astral traveling energy. As above, so below. What the hell was that noise? It's like a baby bird. Oh my God, the synchronicities. The synchronicities be killing me, y'all. Okay, yeah, it's like I'm hearing interdimensional traveling. Spirit is saying it's like this inner dimensional traveling and this outer dimensional traveling. It's this physical travel and it's the spiritual travel, right? As above, so below, as within, so without. And you are lighting your internal flower. You are also being comforted and protected by your spirit guide, by the divine mother, right? Because when I said security, I felt like this security blanket be placed over me. And that's probably, wait. It's like a lot of energy here. A lot of emotional energy that is attached to the inner child, right? Because that security blanket, I was going to say, it's like when your mother puts a blanket over you, and Spirit said, yeah, and some people did not have that experience. They're longing for love. They're longing for security. They're longing for a lot due to that inner child. Y'all know I'm a go there. But Spirit is saying this is where you love yourself properly, right? Because we're about the growth, right? We aren't those little kids anymore, right? We're able to be in control, right? We are in control now, right? And we're able to love on ourselves the proper way and receive love the proper way, right? So, yes, those are some of the memories that we had, but we are in the present now and we need to be thankful for the present because we can alchemize it however we want, right? And that doesn't mean lashing out from not having things as an inner child. That means being emotional, intelligent, and saying, you know what? I didn't receive certain things. So I'm going to pour into myself even more. Spirit said, that's inner child work. It's not lashing out. You didn't get attention, so now you're going outside doing things for attention. You're doing anything for attention. No, you didn't get attention. You alchemize that energy. You give attention to yourself. You pour into yourself. You get a canvas and you paint. You are the canvas. The light's flickering, right? You are the light. Turn your light up. Don't dim your light, okay? Wow. Spirit said, like I said, if anybody would like to go deeper into that, we can. I'm about to light it up. Like I said, working diligent, right? If anybody would like to do some more inner child work, I suggest you guys book a session with me because I can get pretty deep. But like I said, it's different for everyone here. But I'm picking up on a lot of inner child wounds and a lot of inner child healing, right? And Spirit is giving me a sense of traveling to that past, right? Because there's something there. It's something there, right? And that's going to help open up the doorway for future events because sometimes we go through certain things that mold us for who we are now and we don't even know that these things stem from our inner child. And that's something that I basically just learned 5 years ago. I just learned that. And it was a very deep and dark process. It was not easy. But I was like, wow, this is all a domino effect from that one thing that happened when I was a child. How interesting. But that's the first step, is being aware, right? Then alchemizing, then changing it. Now I'm able to travel back to the past and not be triggered, right? I'm able to hold my head up high with confidence and continue to push through because I know I am secure and I've done the work to be secure, right? Ooh, that's a whole nother level. Yeah, my power, to reclaim your power, right? And this is an opportunity, a rare opportunity. All right. Sorry, y'all. I could feel people crying. I could feel people upset. I'm sorry if I triggered anybody, but this is all for growth, and you need to release. Stop holding on to things of the past because it's weighing your heart down. This is a time period of healing so we can free ourselves, right? We do the work to free ourselves. Okay? I'm going to leave that there. And I love y'all so much. Because y'all are reflections of me. We all been through something, right? I'm not perfect either. And I don't know it all, right? I just got a lot of divine wisdom, right? So you've been growing, you've been maturing, right? You've been studying, you've been working, you've been unlearning and relearning things on this journey. And here is the part where you ascend, right? Ascend higher. I love this message. I love messages like this because I'm all about doing shadow work. I didn't get here and I didn't get into this peaceful state of bliss by not doing shadow work, right? I didn't turn into the light by sitting with other lights. I had to be the light in the dark, and I had to sit in that darkness and turn on the light and alchemize things. And sometimes the light wouldn't cut on. I had to sit in the dark and turn to a nocturnal being, right? So I could see in the dark, right? Then my light started to cut on. Then I started to emit light, right? Now I'm glowing. Now I got the flashlight. Now I can lead other people, right? Three of Cups, Three of Coins, excuse me. Yeah, Three of Cups, because this is a time to celebrate from us doing the internal work. This is a collective thing, right? Wee. It's a healing session going on right now. And that's what I like to think of my readings, quote unquote readings, or my messages. They are healing sessions. I always say I'm doing spiritual therapy, right? We are healing the spirit. We are healing the soul. We are healing the heart. This shit is deeper than just pulling cards. I go deep, right? And I can go deeper, but I'm not, because some things I can't even say on this platform. They'll take it off. But I'm not afraid, right? If you know, you know. And shout out to Soul Tribe, because you already booked sessions with me and you be like, how the hell? Like, I'm like, I don't know. Can we touch on this subject? Because I'm not going to throw it. We're not going to deep dive. We're not going to jump down a rabbit hole. I'm going to ask you, hey, is you trying to go down a rabbit hole? Like, because we can go down there, but you got to want to go down there yourself, right? We got to do it together. Synergy. Then we come out victorious, right? That Three of Cups, that Three of Coins and the Three of Cups, the Trinity, the mind, the body, and the soul. This is healing on a higher level, traveling somewhere higher. It's deeper than just the surface. And I look happy and, oh, everything is rainbows and butter. It's only like that after a storm, right? You only get there after you've gone through the storm. And what did I say? This sense of traveling. All right. I'm sorry, y'all. I get so worked up. Nine of coins. So yeah, this is physical abundance as well. Now I got to keep the cards how they are. I was going to cut them and shuffle them, but this is hitting hard. Nine of Cups, rewards for your labor, right? This is sitting with yourself. This is being in isolation. I can't even look at that card first. This is being with yourself. This is rewards for your labor. This is patiently waiting. This is isolation, right? This is sitting with yourself in your garden, tending to your garden, tending to yourself, right? This is the undertone. This is the core, the bottom, right? Freedom. Now I got to read the card. Okay. It says Nine of Coins, rewards for your labor, status, abundance, self-sufficient, sophisticated, on your own, taking it easy. Let me slow down so y'all really able to grasp some of these words, because like I said, everything is going to hit everybody differently. Okay. Taking it easy, giving yourself grace. You are loved, you are cared for, right? Like I said, if you on my page, I truly love you. Shout out to the Soul Tribe, right? Because this page wouldn't be nothing if it wasn't for y'all. Y'all have to watch. Y'all have to hit the like button. You know what I mean? Y'all got to comment. Y'all got to share. Y'all got to say, okay, that was actually resonating. I have to give the message, but it got to resonate with y'all, right? It's doing it together. This is about the collective, right? And it gives you a sense of fulfillment, right? Feeling whole again. Wholeness, right? Everyone bring their peace to the tribe, right? So we can have a sense of wholeness, fullness, fulfillment, right? And it says maturation. What did I say? Maturity and freedom. And freedom. Now, I flipped it in the reverse. I just wanted to see what it says. It says, you are enough. This spirit, I'm talking directly to your inner child right now. You are enough. Stand up for what you deserve. Working too hard or for free. Undervaluing yourself and self-worth. I'm going to just leave that there. Okay. Then the top card was Four of Swords. This is all about resting. This is actually one of my favorite cards in the deck because it's someone in a card. This is one of my favorite cards in tarot because it's slept on, literally. Like you've been slept on, right? You might have been feeling like you slept on it. Maybe you slept on yourself, right? You've been sleeping on yourself, sleeping on your creative gifts, sleeping on your inner child, sleeping on your spiritual gifts, right? Sleeping. Maybe this is time for you to go to sleep. Maybe you need some rest. I just said this yesterday. Oh my God. I was like, if I could just sleep for a week. I said, I know a lot of Americans, a lot of parents, wish they can just sleep for a week, right? Just sleep, like do nothing, like just rest, true rest, right? In my dreams, in my dreams, right? But that's something that I said. So this may be a time when we need to rest. Literally, this card just came out. Okay. It says isolation. What did I say? Now I got to flip this back over. Isolation, going within. Breathing, one step at a time, giving yourself grace, right? Silence. Rest. Taking a break. Healing. recalibrate, and retreat. Now, I got to pause it right there, because retreat, that's standing out to me. That has so many different, right? You could retreat, going within, going back, right? Retreat, non-action, not moving forward, right? Or retreat, what did I say? A vacation, right? Resting. This could be a sense, and that's something else I was getting. Like, some of us are going somewhere, like physically, like on a vacation, like traveling somewhere, right? And it says it's time for a non-action. But when I say like traveling somewhere, I'm talking about vacation. I'm talking about being on the beach, not doing nothing, right? Not like going on a vacation and doing hella shit. That's why people be tired, right? You go on a vacation to rest. Or I'm on vacation for work, I'm traveling for work. No, Spirit is saying go on vacation and do nothing. Just rest. Just sleep. I don't know. Message for somebody. And I got to read this in reverse. No action or movement. Time for a non-action. Okay. It says stagnation, exhaustion, passive, dormant abilities, ghosting, feeling restless, and burnt out. This, if you're not resting, you may feel like that. Reading reversals today. I don't even read reversals, but hey, that's the type of time we on. We got the 3 and the 4. And this is all within your mind. This is also golden light shining on you. Okay. The light. This is like divine power. The light, even the light shining in, light in the window, light in your eyes, illusions, right? Interesting. And these are both internal. They're both inside, right? They're inside the workplace doing inner work, shadow work. And then this person is in a coffin. This could be a sense of ancestors, right? Oh man, oh, stop it, Spirit. Spirit was like, I feel like our ancestors didn't do no damn shadow work. not that is their fault, you know. I just feel like they didn't get to do, like they were working so much, caught up in this realm of reality. Who has time to sit and think and work on themselves? And that's what the spirit, that's the that's the energy in that we're in right now. But especially back in those days, like I'm thinking of like our ancestors for real, like my grandparents, my great grandparents, the great great greats, right? If they was on, you know, the plantation, the field, they didn't have time to do no shadow work. They was going through so much trauma, right? So not only are we healing our inner child, we are healing the lineage by healing ourselves. We do this inner work for the ancestral lineage, for the family tree, for the legacy. All of the work that we're doing now will not go unnoticed due to we are healing the DNA structures, we're healing the family lineage, we're healing ourselves, we're healing for the future children. So it's really not about us, right? The picture is bigger than us, right? We do the work now, so it frees the future generation. Ooh, oh my God. Ooh, that just felt so good. I guess I was like holding in my stomach. I was holding it in. And so when I said release, do the work, my whole body just like, woo. I'm feeling very blissful. I'm feeling very free, very relaxed. So this is a part for people who have done the work. You're starting to tap into that freedom, that bliss, that abundance, that light. Things are shifting, things are changing. This is the rebirth, right? You've done that internal work already. I'm hearing this part is for you. Yo, this love message, this love energy keeps coming out and it's coming towards you. It's going to keep coming to you, right? What did I say? That love, that synergy. Do we got synergy again? In sync, in sync. Yeah. Right? A loving exchange, companionship, mutual friends, new partner, agreement, and in sync. Two of Cups. Now, this is love on all levels, relationship on all levels. This is healing on all levels, right? Ooh, I've got to read the reverse. Now, this Spirit is saying, if you feel like you've elevated and healed, you should be feeling very in sync, right? If you feel like anything that I'm about to say, because I'm about to read it in reverse, then you need to do a little more inner work, okay? If you have any unhealthy attachments, rescuing, feeling like you need to be rescued or feeling like you need to rescue someone else. Caretaking. Enabling. Clinging. Seeking approval. What did I say about that? Attention. And codependency. Ooh, 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 I'm getting shots to the gut. Spirit's like, I say that because these are things that I have gone through, right? A sense of codependency. I just realized that 5 years ago. I'm like, wait a minute, I've been codependent. I didn't know I was being codependent. Oh no. But it's all about looking at yourself, right? And growing and maturing and doing the work, right? And if you've done the work, things are flipping, things are turning. There's a new cycle coming in as you are ending an old cycle, right? You're feeling more in sync with yourself, right? You're feeling more in tune, more connected, seeing more confirmation, right? Getting this feeling that someone is coming in, right? And if somebody isn't coming in, you're feeling more one with yourself, right? This is your masculine, your feminine, right? You're higher, you're lower, you're light, you're dark, you're shadow, your ego, you're creative, your logic, right? Your estrogen, your testosterone, right? Being balanced, feeling more balanced, feeling more synced with the divine and with yourself to attract whatever it is that you want, period. Okay? Ah! This is my God card. I got to give y'all the story on these cards. I was only supposed to receive 78 cards in this deck. I accidentally got 79 cards and I received a blank card on accident. And I call this my clean slate, this my blank slate, this is my God card. This is my most high card. This is my pure light because it's pure white, right? That white light of purity, divinity, cleansing, right? Blank canvas. And what did it say? A stylish trendsetter. right? This is really attributed to the Queen of Wands, but that's masculine and feminine, right? You're on the road to divinity by doing this inner work, okay? So continue to work on yourself, love yourself, do what it takes to heal. I'm getting 432 hertz, heart frequency, right? Because I got 342. That could be a significance, 234, right? But things are leveling up, okay? I love y'all. I feel like the message is very clear. I done gave y'all some good things to think about and work on, and gave you some good confidence and some good gems and some good messages on how to elevate, right? If you feel called to book a session, you can. Nudiamonds.net, Nudiamonds. If you feel called to donate to my Cash App, you can do that as well. New Diamonds 101, Nudiamonds 101. Okay. As this is a giving and receiving exchange, right? The energy, the currency, the frequency. And the frequency is raising higher right now, right? But we got to go to the bottom first. We got to get to the root first, right? The seed can't grow if the foundation isn't correct, if the foundation isn't sturdy, if the foundation isn't properly nourished, if it doesn't have the right nutrition, if it isn't watered properly, if it doesn't get the sunlight, if it doesn't get enough darkness, right? That's how the seed grows. It has to be worms. It's a whole ecosystem. It's a whole system for that seed to grow. You are the seed. You are growing. Continue to pour into yourself and nurture yourself. All right, you guys. I'm done. I love y'all. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.